Hey guys, what you see here is a Hampton Bay industrial motor with 1980 Gold Line blades. These are curved tip aluminum blades, 56-inch, that point somewhat downward. So unlike the newer Gold Lines from like 83 and on, with these you get a pretty strong downward airflow and a pretty broad airflow. I anticipate that this thing is going to fly because technically speaking, this motor is more powerful than the actual Gold Line motor. This is a 1.2 amp motor, and a Gold Line motor is, depending on the version, 1 amp, 0.9 amps, or 0.7 amps. And for the most part, I mean, it's not a 100% statement, but for the most part, the more current something draws, the more powerful it is. Again, that's a very broad generalization. But since these are similar types of motors, the downside, of course, being is this motor is not cast iron. The advantage of cast iron is heat dissipation. The other advantage of it is just up and down durability. But cast iron doesn't literally make something more powerful. It just makes it able to run more coolly, and that means it's going to have less failure, lower failure rate, which means that over time it'll be more powerful. Because the ones that overheat will have bearing problems and dead spots in the rotor and stator and all kinds of stuff. But let's see, I'm expecting this to fly. Got the amp meter, got the control. Let's start on low. My money is on 0.23 for low, yep. I'm going to stop it with my hand and see. Okay, I need to connect my charger. You probably heard the charger connection noise. I'm going to have to disconnect it when I walk around the room, but it can charge for now. 0.23. Okay. .48. Getting a breeze from it. Actually looks pretty cool with these blades. It looks kind of like a contact but a thicker motor. 0.7. Getting a breeze at my feet, if you want to compare that to previous videos. 0.69, back up to 0.7, there you go. And let's go to high. Started at 0.94 and it's dropping to 0.8. So it's a lot less load on the motor with these blades. And it's definitely going way faster. I'm getting a good breeze from it. The lower canopy is rattling a little bit. I don't have it screwed on there. I don't have it screwed for it. We're at 0.8. Unplug the charger. You heard the unplugging the charger noise. The breeze directly underneath it is about the same as with the Hampton Bay blades. It's hard to tell. I actually think it's really hard to tell. I actually think it moves more air at this distance with the Hampton Bay blades, but it's hard to tell. No, I'm getting a much, when I stand up back here, I'm getting a lot more. It's a steadier breeze than the Hampton Bay blades. The Hampton Bay blades were in gusts, and this is a steady breeze, but it's not quite as strong as the gusts are, so I don't know how you translate that. I'm watching these cobwebs down here move, and they're moving a lot more with these blades than they were with the Hampton Bay blades, but it's really hard to determine the difference. And I said these blades point more downward than other Gold Line blades do as well. Where's my charger so I can plug my charger back in? Come on, charger. Getting really tired of hearing that canopy rattle. So we're at 0.81. Now we're at nothing because it's off. In this area, it's really hard to, excuse me, it's really hard to gauge which blade set moves more air. The patterns are definitely different, but, I don't know. Nothing so far has been as powerful at the distance, at what I'm calling the vantage point. I don't know why I'm calling it that, but nothing has been quite as powerful at that distance as, I can't remember if it was the 89 Gold Line or the 2007 Gold Line that moved more air at that point. But, those blades are coming up next, so we can see how it compares. Performance-wise, this is probably very similar to what these blades perform at on their given motor. I don't have a good enough eye to determine if the RPM is any different, if the if this is faster or the Gold Line motor is faster. I would think if anything the Gold Line motor would be faster because it's designed to run at a faster speed with a lighter load, whereas these are designed to run at a slower speed with a heavier load. But they're close enough that I can't tell the difference. If it is faster, it's negligibly so. But again, this is the 80 Gold Line, which is the slowest of the Gold Lines. Well, actually, the 79, 78, the 1 amp ones are actually the slowest, and then the 80 is a little bit faster, and then the 83 to 85. With each increasing year, the blades get narrower and the motors get faster. The motors may actually not change from, I don't think the motor does change from 85 to, or 86 rather, to current, just that the blades are a little bit different. But we're going to find that out later too, not to be a spoiler, but we're going to do some experimentation with that as well, depending on how many videos I have time for. So, these blades really have kind of an iconic appearance to me. I'm just used to what they look like, because there are a great many of this era of Gold Lines in my childhood. Luckily, I was able to acquire 2 sets of the ones specifically from my childhood, the ones in the grocery store and the ones in the tire shop. The ones in the hardware store slipped through my fingers, unfortunately, and the ones in, man, I'm trying to think of where else has had them that I haven't been able to get. But I saved 6 from the tire store, and 8 from the grocery store, and even though of the 8 in the grocery store, I think only 3 of them ended up working, that's still nine fans. That's pretty impressive. And still got my fingers crossed about getting those out of that car shop, that auto shop, that had the one with straight blades and the 3 curved-bladed ones. The owner said he wants to keep them, but I'm going to go check back in a few days because something tells me he's not going to go to the trouble of taking them down. Thanks for watching.